Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be talking about gap years. Just to clarify, I've had 2 gap years. I've had a lot of questions from people just asking me about how they were and if I can give them any tips on what to do on their gap year. To be honest, my gap years were quite normal. I just worked for most of them. I did a little bit of travelling. I wish I did more than what I did. And yeah, thank you to everyone for your emails. I have tried to get back to all of you. I know a lot of people have been sending me their personal statements, but I just want to say, instead of me reading everyone's personal statement, like skimming through it, I'd rather you send me questions about your personal statement that I could try and answer, instead of getting me to read the whole thing, because I feel like I won't be much help if I read like 10 personal statements in a day. So if you're taking a gap year for whatever reason, you might be taking it because you want to take one, or you might be taking it because you're forced to take one because you haven't got a place or your grades weren't very good. Whatever the reason is, here's what you should do in your gap year. Get dentistry work experience. It will confirm that you want to do dentistry, it will give you more to write on your personal statement, and you might make some money out of it. Get work experience in other fields that you might have an interest in and compare that to dentistry and see if you really want to do dentistry. For example, working at GP surgery for 2 years has confirmed that I do definitely want to study dentistry. Speaking to loads of doctors, I've just discovered that I don't think medicine would be for me. I just really like the idea of dentistry. So speaking of work, earn some money. Even if you're doing a part-time job, money is really important, as you all know, and you've been given a chance to kind of take a year off studying and try and earn some money, so you should definitely do it and learn how to save your money, because in my first gap year I literally just earned my money and spent it all, and in my second one I actually learned how to save money. So just try and learn to save from the start. Visit all of your friends at uni. I know it's really hard that you're taking a gap year and your friends are all off to uni making new friends. I was devastated when my friends all started uni and I was the only one taking a gap year. When I went to visit them at their universities, it's really fun. You get a chance to see what uni is like without actually being at university, and you just get to like meet your friends' friends and, you know, catch up with your friends. So travel, go on holidays, go volunteering, go backpacking. This gap year will give you a chance to meet new people and be independent, and you're going to gain so many experiences and you'll come back with so many fun stories to tell. And if you want to merge the earning money with the travelling, you can do stuff like teaching English abroad for a few months. If I could go back, I would definitely look into doing that. Read books. You've got so much time on your hands, you will never have this time again. The rest of your life will either consist of studying or working or having responsibilities, and this is one of the few times that you'll have to actually just relax. So definitely start reading books, learn a new skill, for example a language or an instrument. At the beginning of my first gap year, I bought a guitar and I thought I'd teach myself, and I just got really lazy and I didn't really try after like a month. And I think if I kept to it, after 2 years of practicing, I would have been a pro by now. So yeah, definitely take up a skill and stick to it. Learn how to drive if you haven't started learning how to drive. Once you get to uni, it's much harder to try and make time to do things like that, so get it out the way now. Improve your grades. This is a chance for you to not regret anything and just move forward. And if you're taking a gap year because of your grades, then just don't worry and just do your best to improve them. Lastly, create a list of things that you want to accomplish by the end of the year and make sure you get it done. And now for the don'ts. Don't work for the entire year. I mean, yeah, you're gonna earn more money, but that's all you'll get out of your gap year. There's one thing I could change about my gap years. It would be work less and just have more fun. Don't spend all of your money. You're really gonna need it when you start uni, trust me. Don't be lazy. If you don't have a job, then don't spend all of your time just chilling and staying in bed or just going out doing nothing. Use that time to be productive. Like I said, learn a new skill, start reading, get some kind of hobby, get fit, do something productive. Make sure you use the year and don't just waste it away. Don't lose touch with your friends. Like I said, I know it's really hard to see them all go and start making new friends, but just keep in touch and start making new friends for yourself every opportunity that you get. Lastly, but most importantly, if you weren't planning on taking a gap year, don't regret the fact that you are taking one. At the time, I was completely devastated. It was not my plan to take a gap year. I was the type of person who wanted to do straight from sixth form, go to uni, graduate, get a job. But now looking back, I've realised that it's actually made me much more mature and more independent. One reason I'm glad I took a gap year is because I got to see what the real world is like, and I got to learn just so much about working life and about life in general. And now I can say I'm fully ready to go into the real world, whereas if you'd started university straight away from school, you'd still kind of be in that bubble and not know what it's like to actually be an adult. So yeah, gap years are not bad at all. If you are planning to take one, then that's great. If you're not planning to take one and you have to take one, trust me, it's going to be worth it. It's just make sure you're productive and make sure you just use your time wisely.